Wait, you get used?
Yes, I get used.
Well, Famulem, our for welcome on to our program. We use the program where they bring information come to you. I don't say within also outside this country, you go out for take part, and the only way for do that.
Well, the only way you go do now for us look the program, because the program they can inform you about the thing that really happen, and you respond through your text or WhatsApp message you send. The usual text line 077 685 518 and the usual WhatsApp line 07681 2174.
Well, your voice?
My voice.
Inside the program today, we'll bring on the fan one did the body in New England Colbert, and gas exploded in King's production. One person died, 2 people are wounded. Bololo, na place for Wacho because the death trap. That place by Service Streets, and they go for Watcham. Freetown City Council respond to that Fisher Street trade area allegation, and the Vice President don't open the 2018 trade fair. This and more plus other things that we bring control now. Inside this program, we use, well, Mina than must say.
Lucy and Ganana Minem.
I will make you take a break and join with sponsors.
Sierra Leone Commercial Bank, a leading financial services provider, delivering value to all stakeholders.
Now we back, now you back, now we back. Salon Commercial Bank. Now we back, now you back, now we back. Salon Commercial Bank. Salon Commercial Bank. Now the People's Bank.
The People's Bank.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
Salon Commercial Bank. Delivering value.
Delivering value.
We dey drive customer success.
For sure.
Insist on excellence. Integrity and commitment. Now that we stand for. Creating a climate of openness and trust. Personal values. Count on us.
You can count on us.
Team ethic. For sure. Count on us. Now we back. Now you back. Now we back. Salon Commercial Bank.
Delivering value.
I do. I want to know the good news. I want to tell you about the cheapest data offer in Salon today. Now we network with 400 news, you get 3 megabytes. And these are the cheapest in this country.
Orange don't give me 5 megabytes for 450 news. When double password they talk so.
What in?
But you are not can lie per winner.
But you get 75 megabytes, where they go for 8,250 news. And these are the cheapest you can get.
Uncle. Orange again 90 megabytes for just 8,400 euros. Where beaucoup pass waiting in the talk so.
But you get 3 megabytes, where they go for 4,250 euros.
No come boy yourself here. No come boy yourself here.
What in?
Orange they give 65 megabytes for just 4,500. Me say they come me bongo so right now.
But we get 5 gig, where they go for 200,000 euros.
Orange gets 6 gigabytes for the same 200,000 euros.
Yes.
What did they tell me? With Orange, I dey enjoy right now.
Yes.
Now live video. At the watch tonight.
Yeah, tell us, sure.
Oh dear, now the powder will get the orange sim. So
Browse Boku with Orange for cheap one. In fact, now almost for nothing. This na other big move where Orange don't make. The one they will like for Falamakata, make them Falamakata back no.
Dial *800# for beginning enjoyment.
Orange is all about what matters to you. Orange.
Alright, we will begin with this sad one. We started to clean this morning with the body in one culvert in a New Englandville community. This will send shockwave to the community people where rush for good. Well, we joined me on Tilly Williams and James Cocker as they go at the scene.
Abubakar Samoa. Normally they call me Gesh. Okay, Abubakar Samoa. Normally this morning, this body we can't see now. Because they said people they try for toxic. This person is still I don't know still, so they beat and can lay around.
Alright. The other people don't want to know what they talk about still. The person are waiting.
Say that's man.
That's man. Alright.
Them beats and can lay around. People don't get around this morning. How do you watch?
Alright, but you're not able to tell the people how much of this kind of thing.
Normally, this morning now we can see this body. Okay. 5 to 6. We see the body that they can lay inside the body.
But this person here, I don't know, not area person.
Not area person.
Alhaji Bangura, Superintendent of Police, the officer commanding this New England police station. The question is, people say they see dead body, wound deep panel, they don't get a wound mark, it's like they don't strangulate her. So we say we don't rush at the scene, and the same information we get, now we don't get. But this now worries us something. We don't have very recently, where a 14-year-old girl died, the whole community, they make like they don't understand. A bad community this. So every time that body is like, we go for the massive raid now. Now worst community, this is a satanic community. They don't mean for there, they provide security. Now they don't, we don't beat them, they don't wound them, they kill them, they put them and then go to them. Then very people here, where they call themselves the New England big community to me. Because now people, you know, they ever give permission. Wicked community, I never see them.
All right, so that this community will not get complaint for
not a no good community, this, but we can't read now. Anyone who see now, that this is a community, this is a conference. They go there and they go give you better information. So we at the plan and very recently. It's like, you know, they get information, you get intelligent. You just can't do clean, you can't meet dead body. You just can't meet dead body. And these are the major streets. All man they were carrying out the bike in the line, everybody did. You know, this now, continue worrisome. These are the major line way for enter New England. Major size. So this is worrisome.
All right, so it's not the first time this?
It's not the first time this. Them kill somebody back 1 year picking. They go get attacked, they kill them. You don't get no information. They hold up people, no information. So New England community is a bad community.
All right, before you left now, what do you want to family?
Well, we go try with your best for massive investigation.
Okay, this is another sad one. Gas explode in a King's production. 1 person died and 2 people in wound. Well, we on site Marami Rushdie and send this for you.
They call me Mr. James Lorima Kago, National Fire Force Kisi. Well, really at about 11 o'clock this morning, we get a call. There's a problem in here. We come on the spot, but now a kind of explosion we see, and it's too early for we give any reason we caused that kind of thing for happen. We still live on the investigation.
So really, what you wanna see? What small information we wanna gather, where people and you go listen to, like especially when a professional for fire.
Well, for now, this is not just a preliminary business, not too confirmed. But we go say now pressure, too much pressure on the pipes.
But anybody cause injury?
Yeah, we understand say people and the way they injured.
Now, how many?
For me, I able to see 3 people who injured.
Seriously?
Yes.
So it's not them people that are there.
One then call her Eunice Conte. Okay. Yeah, the other Nathaniel Conte. And then the other one are Junior Conte. But now more of Eunice and Nathaniel now they get a very serious kind of injury.
Okay. So what you go to family where they listen you?
They advised me Fambule and Sierra Leone as a whole. Because let we take safety precautions. Let we take safety measures. Let we always take safety as number one thing that we own businesses there. Because if we not live in a safe condition, we lives and they at stake, we personnel and lives and they at stake, and even the machine they will work with. I'm not going to talk about the economy because if any factory go down, the economy also they go down. So safety comes first in anything we do.
I was not there.
But generally,
yeah, but
how do you report country?
How do you report country? No, we get.
Because at the end of the day, we
don't get people where they don't go hospitalized.
How many?
We don't know them 50. 2 of them. One at Tina emergency, one at soon at the end we do.
But no death reported so far.
No, we not get that down the it. That's why we send people and let them check whatever will come up, let them inform.
Generator explosion or a gas explosion?
Not to gas. in a machine. And this now blowing machines. One of them, I think, was electrical. I make us say no one will talk with a man in way. I don't want to. It gives statement to police. That is why.
So, do I be in charge? What's in your name?
Yes.
Is he an engineer?
That's supervisor.
Supervisor.
Yes. Where do you supervise this department?
A plant? This plant department? I want to call it.
Yes, it's a department. Now blowing
department.
Yeah. So I think that man only for me.
Okay, no, we will engage them. These are civilians and we
no, I will,
careful.
because if you go to the office, I will tell the details where I go able to communicate now after when I don't talk to that man. Okay. It will be better. Okay. I mean, let's get some transparency.
Sorry, when I don't ever get this kind of thing before?
No, this incident, one day.
This is the first time we don't
ever
have this.
Okay.
Okay. We are not get challenges with the machines.
No, in fact, we are bringing in new ones. If they see, anyone who they see they go obsolete with the change. If they see a new machines, then don't become some of the old ones and don't belong to they put them aside. That's happening.
Okay, we dey push the program with this one where, you know, rainy season already done in the corner for camp, but we got certain places where people tap, where not a place where go born good picking tomorrow. One panel place then they call them Bololo. It is by Savage Street and well within that area there. Tile Williams will visit there, and one you see the kind of a place, everything that happened there.
Bololo, back of Side Street. Because now they can't talk in season now. You see this place we don't cut. They don't cause damage. It's way all long and I clean and then at that place this way. If you see right now, picking at the play the way they hang, where the risky. When I see the picking there.
When I Elizabeth Dumbia. So because we water can come. Yeah, all they destroy. Posting they go, property they go, so all they engats.
All right, because see now we can't talk in season. We see some place that I always say don't damage, side and they don't cut. I would say na big guts at this. How will this can affect now where they come?
Well, we're not glad here anyway because sign no day for pass. Now one side no more would they the water where they can they broke boku ose the water they go inside people they ose property they go so nine government sky free for make this place here.
Okay, people are going to talk say when I can't in this kind of place here, so nothing say risky.
Well, sign no day for leave. Sign no day pass to manage because no sign no day for go leave.
All right.
See?
Family kids also manage that damage. What you say about that?
Well, not true, because I know they.
All right, okay. The Deputy Chief Administrator at the Freetown City Council don't respond to one allegation with some trader them na Fisher Street be make. Well, it talk more to William Wise.
Mina Bangali Fodemara, Mina the Deputy Chief Administrator, Freetown City Council.
A few days ago, trader in a Guinea store raised concern. Say Freetown City Council they take the market them because they not agree for pay the money we want to try for collect, which is more bodies.
Well, I don't know what they mean exactly by the money. Because if you didn't a store, I've seen as it is pay store or shop license. And presently, we know say we get demand notices them where they go out for people them shop license or store license. And there's also this collection of market dues where we don't reinforce, where they try to make sure say it happen. So Is it about the license or is it about the market due?
Market use.
The market use. To me, a store or a shop, don't forget any problem with market dues.
Why?
When a shop you get, if you goods stay inside a shop, you pay your market, you license. I think say, except if you get any other thing outside the shop, maybe you will pay for that one.
So, in other words, if the person they sell inside the shop, and then the same goods then they back na do, if I pay for the one and I do?
Well, it depends on the nature in which you display the goods then I do. If you create a table outside the shop, whether the goods the way they inside the shop, they be the same with the one they waiting at table or not. The one they waiting at table, we know they consider them as an extension of the shop. We consider them as a separate business with subject to payment.
Why?
Yeah, well, we look at them separately. It is not a shop.
So we are in, if I rent my shop, then the shop get veranda. I decide for put goods in the shop and same way so at the veranda for pay for the two sets then?
Well, that's not the question where they ask, but what they obtain on the ground? Because what they happen exactly, if not that the person will tell you, well, I don't know, but you need for them and actually see the way they display the table outside or any other goods outside. We go claim say the goods where they outside and a part of the one way they inside the shop.
Yeah, because me then I see where I see a vac them inside the shop and a vac na do within the shop veranda. So they are like say the city council people then go collect them, but then say they get procedure how them for pay because they pay for the shop and not go pay again for the one and a do. So take me to educate you more.
If you no one pay for the one the way they not do, if you put it inside the shop. But if you put market, we don't see if you go to the Lebanese man do not. You go see in shop they will they pay a license for. But any other goods outside there, whether na getter or not to in getter, any other person they sell any store outside, they pay for it.
Alright, so we carry on. One woman they complain about one illegal adoption where he said they don't adopt in twin them 17 years ago. According to him, he said this is an advantage because he not able to talk to him picking him for the past 17 years. Let we be explain to Judge Louis.
I can't report for me picking them, it's twin picking them. Me and the man be the love, now he give me belly. So he give me the belly, say I go pull the belly. I not agree. So anytime we see, he say me trangais, me not agree for pull the belly. So the other time I tell me, send me they make trangais, he not give me money for go pull the belly. He say if me not pull the belly, if they ask me that give me the belly, let me not call in him. So he left me with the belly, and I be during the war time. Now me one great suffer say amend the belly. Say I born, we are born, and twin they are born. But now upline I go born. So I say sometimes when treat me for the belly, I say we I don't born, sometimes my mind go change now for assist me. So I send letter to them with the picking and pictures for tell and say I don't born, twin them. So when the person can get the letter, when the person turn back, you know get no message, no reply. So now the person go tell me, say I see the man. He say, but he not say no reply. Now I say, not himself, he not saying. He say, So I men them picking and they say, but how maybe the men them picking and I twin them, I not get nobody will give me another man. So now people the market I be they go take one lady, now be they give me market. So now to go that market say, what I sell them, now they are the pool for take care of the picking them. So the other market so the woman be give me. I be left farm, and the one they will take them, I not see them, and I be due reward time. So the lady be the pressure me too much, and I get the picking and pressure. Then they moan me. Then I say I dey go up like I go try. I say I go try for the money. Why I go pay. Let me say get blow. So me and wait the small money will be left na me and now I give me auntie. I left the picking and to me auntie. So when I go apply where I come, I no meet see pikin again. So now me mama, he say, then pikin them, he say, well, you no be there. He say, I go meet Mr. Sise, that na the man who born the pikin them. Now he say, well, the time where him be go hold the man, where go hold am for say now him make her go astray. He say now the man convince and say, mama, them pikin so where wait man they can see. Now give them pikin to the wait man. Now good thing. And the mommy no go school and no understand. And then take the pikin them within the man, then go social welfare, then go hand over the pikin. So in the man attack and I say, what me pikin? I say, give me pikin. But me no want to do dancing, me no sabotaging adoption. I no want to give me pikin and self to people and for men, even where be they suffer with them. So now I say, well, who say the people and they? And I no be get the understanding say. Now, beyond the people, they not to God rich and in this place and a Gloucester. So now I begin can social welfare. Now I can explain myself na social welfare. As explain about the picking them, waiting be happen, women cannot be there where I go upline. So now in social welfare they say, when they see me, they say, them if you say self now they anyhow person. Beyond me now somebody when a responsible person. Now they talk to me say, in fact, self the way two man not go it then a Gloucester. So then go call them, let them link me and into, let it can't sabi me, we say can't sabi. So now I go now house. The other time back we say like I come, now I say the way two woman say in shock for your reboot me. The way two man cry, so the way two man say let me go snap. In they go na Canada, in they go look the pikin and picture with me. If he for school na me born the pikin. That same day they now I go snap. He say let me and the man snap. Now we go snap. I carry the picture back that same day.
Well, I got just the part 1 we give so. We dey carry on with the part 2 on Monday. But then Willie Minor Boku will conduct the interview with the woman. We go give you the updated one on Monday so that you go know how the story will go. So tell the Pekin then say that they Canada. Done?
Alright, it's okay. After where the 146 newly elected member of parliament them don't go learn how parliaments they work and their role and responsibility. 130 and them na ordinary member them, 14 are permanent chief member them of parliament. They all go learn how parliaments they work. Well, after that, Ibrahim Malim Conte been jumping at it for good sound, salon people their mind and their views, what they expect from this new parliament.
Parliament are the cradle of the democratic system. So as such, the expectations for are very high. We already generally know the functions of parliament and parliamentarians. We cannot overemphasize that. But I think one major function where parliament is performing in a democratic system, now the very facts that they symbolize what they go on in the whole country. In the sense that if you get a parliament that is good, it will reflect on the state as in the general form. Then if you get a parliament that is divided, that is how it as well communicates the general welfare of the people. So what would they expect from this set of parliamentarians? Now for be critical in instances where it is necessary, and then for support the government generally and the people of this country.
Well, we expect to see a disciplined parliament, wherein the parliamentarians are not the only go sit on a parliament, not make decision, but they have to consult the people they vote them in. Right? So that's the kind of parliament we expect. Okay? Not like that.
Like when you ask me for the parliamentarian, then for let them do things for we go one better thing. Like we picking them go school, the community then for water business, like we say we dey under the better we not get pump water pass, we go right down for we get pump water. So we go all the things and then our community there.
Help me with something about the people and the parliamentarians. I think say, at the time this way they for work this way because Salone don't serve for so far. Don't tell you so far. And me think say the people ask if they work with the government, then we will succeed.
Actually, my own view where I feel say I expect from the parliamentarians there is that for the mere fact this is now the 5th parliament where we don't get the parliamentarians elect, therefore be very aware say we the voters then may not for take me for granted. For the first time in the history of this country, we don't get independent candidate in a parliament. That's for sure. Say, if them don't come, then don't promise we say then they do this. If they not live to their expectations, then they let them see themselves back. Say, then go facing the exit door. We, the electorate, not go vote them again because they not fulfill them promises.
Now, one parliament this way, we believe, see, the parliamentarians they not get to take the people them, just like how they used to take with before. Because for any small issue, for any small mistake, at least people get to see them and people get to blast for them and then get to talk against waiting they do it. But like one thing we just believe, see, this parliament get for work in honestly for the goodness of the people.
Alright, we go now at the stadium, who's the Vice President, Dr. Mohamed Julde Jallo, Binongo declare the 2018 National and International Trade Fair open. Tilly Williams be there and he bring this.
You all know we inherited a virtually collapsed and distorted economy. But I will come to that later. Mr. Chairman, President of the Chamber of Commerce, Industry and Agriculture, members of the Diplomatic Corps, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I feel deeply honored to be invited to deliver the keynote speech and to officially open this year's trade fair and exhibition. I am delighted to be here and to be part of the trade fair, particularly at a time when government is taking some very strategic decisions to put the economy on a sound footing. On behalf of His Excellency, the President, let me heartily welcome and thank you most sincerely for your collective effort to make this trade fair a success. Like the Chairman just said, today's gathering is a testimony to our government commitment to support the growth and development of small businesses, which no doubt will impact tremendously on the country's economy and development prospect. We feel deeply satisfied when we see our people and the business community working together to support government effort to bolster the economy, and I want to thank you sincerely for that. I must say, for the first time in several years, government is in the position to pay salaries without resorting to overdraft at the central bank. We don't need to borrow money to pay salaries, and we have done that in first couple of weeks in government. These kind of actions, in addition to others, such as the duty waiver, which we are going to review, and then come up with a more stable policy environment for that, will no doubt inspire confidence in our resolve to stabilize the economy. The journey will be very long, so we want to encourage you and plead with you to bear with us, but we will get there, inshallah. Let me conclude by thanking all those who have worked so hard to make this occasion possible, and wish our colleagues, Chamber of Commerce, and our friends from other regions success and good luck. And make no mistake, we are serious about it. Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of His Excellency the President, who is away on an official engagement in the UK, it gives me the pleasure and to add with a bright prospect for small businesses in this country that I declare the annual trade fair officially open. I want to thank you very much.
Right now, the Vice President of Salone, Dr. Julde Jallo, when they talk to people and for open the trade fair. Well, one for bringing this accident will be the African Road way, but first, we bring some kind of go. Well, one for the same.
Inside the accident happened this morning. This morning at around 10:20, a trailer, a truck where they carry goods them for sell, they get for hit vehicles them, and of course go fuel one goes down the road. And during the course of where these accidents don't happen, we try to meet the officials then for letting them own up to what will happen exactly. But during that process, they then be therefore restrict we and talk say they're not responsible, not to them responsible for anything will happen because not to them vehicle, but not them driver. Now him go take the vehicle way cause all these accidents will happen. Now they don't deprive people them from their host. Right now the people there right now then they outside, they don't even get place for sleep. And up to now they're able to carry locate the people there for let the people there able to get space for sleep. Because the people do not care about we. The treaties that are not care about the interests of the people there. Because if they care about the interests of the people there, they for try to rectify the situation. From this God money way this year happen, we expect say they don't come in now to ensure say the people then relocate them and then take care of the situation.
My name is Stella Williams.
Can you tell me what's happening at today, ma'am?
Now this place, 19 Glasgow Street. My name is sell motorcar long in break fail and from up. You can't enter inside the compound. After you don't bang 3 vehicles where they come there. The front house, the fence broke. After the ballot broke, then the front room, the container broke. So when we hear the band go come, the landlord they come on at those, see the landlord 90 land, they come on at those. So they have to say people they come for and look what happen. They ask and say what they go do about you. Now they tell us say not to them get the container, say now higher the container, say they don't get nothing for them. That's it. They go look for the people, they will get the container for them, they can make it. I will not agree.
Now, if you're Scott, I mean, owner of this.
You can explain to what's happening?
Well, around 9:30 this morning, we did our house, how they say this sound. So by the time they come out, damage don't happen.
So now don't contact the one that would damage this place here?
Well, the contact Africell, we contact them, then we don't call up the scene, and they don't come undertake, say they go do the property, they go make the place.
So how did they call this area outside this accident?
That's the first.
Well, we want to tell Samuel Bangua plenty thank you because I send out for we, and we'll go for a short break. We'll come back, we'll go inside the second half of the program. All right, okay. Well, we don't come back. Listen, we use second half when we send the hook.
Quick one. Make us send the hook. Let me see what you get today.
Well, formally, the person I see on the screen, his name is Reverend Father John P. Bibili. He is the priest director of Radio Maria. I know so that Radio Maria. Father, tell family I do.
Family I do.
Well, Father, somebody go off for us coaching Father can do.
Well, as priest director on Radio Maria, we get the radio because as a Catholic or as Catholic Church, we Dimam fit say we need for use the social media and the electronic media and the traditional media for make we evangelize God in people. For far too long, we don't just limit ourselves to the pulpit, but now we want for make the people get we far and wide, and we don't use it in the Western world. But Salon, we don't need a BN, so now we don't get the radio for make we evangelize the people, and that make we bring Radio Maria in Sierra Leone. And for now, we cover almost 70% of the country. But this equipment that we get in Radio Maria, I tell you, we get a state-of-the-art equipment them, we then give it from Rome, what we call the World Family. But then we get for upkeep the equipment here,
for make we keep them for continue for also evangelize. And how we can do that now through what we call Mariathon. Every year we will organize now the whole world. This is not a moment for make we able for raise funds. Not only the funds, but for make we also intensify what we would call the evangelization of God's people. And when we do that, we will able for reach far and wide. And when we reach people in far and wide, we will also raise funds for keep up the
How
radio.
do I raise this fund? How do I raise them?
Well, how we raise them is that we get series of programs that we don't organize, we will give out to the people. For example, on the 28th of this month, next Saturday after tomorrow, we get what we call the Marian procession, who will do all the way from Upgon, take na Santano House through Kisi Road. We do that for showcase with faith, because we may go with the word of God, in the carry practically na imbele. But we now go with the word, you know, as we read in the Bible, and in something for do and fast. I mean, we say marathon, if you go understand.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
But as soon as speed we go with for go with this word of God. There are people who are not able to go, but people are able to make others forgo. So whatever you get, you will be able to forgive or make people then go. So we'll see the procession on Saturday, next week, where they come on the 28th, and then we get the opening where they come up exactly on the 6th of May in St. George's Parish, na Moritown. We do that and we call people and when they come, and we get different you know, things that we don't put in place for make people and be part of the radio, because the radio come really for build up the human capacity. Not only the Christian aspect of it, but even Muslims that are part of this radio, because we will make you be aware of your civic rights and responsibilities, things that we for do in society, especially for build up your moral capability. People who listen to the radio will find out, say, we talk about human building, how you for live as a mortal man, how you for live as an honest person. If you're not a businessman, how you for be honest in your dealings in your business. If you're not a politician, how you for be honest in dealing with your people. Especially now we don't get a new government, we try for put at the back of the mind. And so we did it for we remind them the obligations as Christians. And this is what they do.
Yeah, how this procession go able for raise fund? How do they do it?
We're raising the fund, now the programs that we do, where it touch the hearts of the people then will come for make the help the radio for be alive. The reason is that the radio is not a commercial radio. It go far and wide, the equipment are good, but we know they do commercials like other radios. Right. And the only way for keep, because our mandate is to evangelize. Okay. If you get your program, you can Radio Maria, we do them for you, we help you for make you grow up, but we get mandates them for make it be in line with the Catholic teaching, the Catholic doctrine, for make we preach. And so how for keep this radio alive, now where it touch the listeners, whether be you, whatever church you belong to, or especially for Catholics them, even for Muslims, where it touch you, then you will come for make you contribute, for make the radio continue for grow. Because as I say, we talk about environmental issues, we talk about politics, we talk about religion, we talk about economics, all the things that we will make society go before. Now in the radio they talk about.
So how do take care of the staff?
Well, we get a minimal staff. The equipment, as I say, come from Rome through the whole family. We now, we're not picking them, we don't the crawl. So they can send in salaries. But time will reach where they say, in fact, I don't begin remind we say, we know we're able for continue. So we not get for take care of ourselves. And if we don't born una say for born. Which means we don't born we, this time don't reach, we self go for sponsor other radios. For example, we did all, as I say, 70%, but we're not able for reach Kabbalah, we're not able for reach McKinney yet. So for reach day, that therefore come from we now.
Okay.
And so that they come from, as I say, we, the listeners, and people who they patronize with the radio.
How long Radio Maria don't form?
Radio Maria in Sierra Leone don't take more than 6 years. It don't they effectively, as you will say, very effectively. It don't come more than that time day. But then effectively now, where people in the listen to around, we don't come within headquarters na Freetown, then at that time day, really. But don't do more than that.
Okay.
Yes.
You will just remind people of one prominent program that they do, where people are really like.
One of the prominent programs is the Catechism of the Catholic Church. Now they will teach the faith and teach about morality and how to behave in society. For example, this morning today I will talk about the 8th commandment, where say you shall bear no false witness against your neighbor. And how I talk about that, I look at how we don't lie to ourselves so much that make we suffer in this country, because we're not honest with one another. If I meet a businessman meet me, instead of telling me the right price of the thing, he would tell me, say, that we bargain. At the end of the day, he would cheat me. And you, when a politician, somebody you want to make a vote for, you tell and lie. He vote for you. At the end of the day, you're not able to fulfill the promise where you make to them. So if we live as honest people in this country, I tell you, Sierra Leone is a paradise. We don't need for go what they call temple run, for go out of this country, because we are rich and we get a lot of things we go do now with our young people.
When them people where they undermine them, comping them, their offices, them places where people they gather, institutions, people in there can undermine them, comping them. What do you want to say to the kind people in there?
Definitely, me as a man of God, now that's if you want to promote yourself, I not deny you promote yourself, but not go spoil me. People in the way they undermine, they need to look at the bigger picture. They're not looking at the progress of the organization or the country or the society. Then just want to push their own way, and in the process, what they do, then cut down on people. And so they showcase for say, this radio, now we own, now everybody in own, and make we sponsor them, make it continue. People are where they listen, 90.7 at Freetown, 101.1 at McKinney, 91.9 at Bow, and the 90.7 at Kenema. Will always testify, say, and they get good programs on the radio, and they keep them up for make them be moral people in society and how to build up society.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for that. Well, we'll come back to you before we round up. There we go.
Quick one, turn the microphone to you. This was an illegal adoption indeed. I can't wait for part 2 on Monday from a concerned citizen.
Well, this is the way you used to say, let them factory also put some safety mechanism in place. Let the soul of that person rest in peace. You say, I hope say the people we left go benefit something. Well, for concerned citizens.
Another person say good evening, we use. He said that the body, not a thief man, the body. Oh, he said although thief business do rampant from Brahma Bobson Kamara, Juba Hill.
They say we used to say do you on a tell SLRTC say we want bus service in Waterloo from concerned citizens in Waterloo.
This one say the New England killing 2 muscle do your police wanna act fast from Samson Moiwa.
This one say we used to say them for investigate King's Production Factory from Umusam, Najwe.
This one say the entire drainage system need for be cleaned up so that it will prevent flooding concerned citizens.
The way you say it timely for Salone Police and Republic of Salone Armed Forces, we're going to conduct a joint security patrol, more especially in a net from Hansils Bangoas Malaton.
This one said police need for do massive raid in New England because then don't they boku on that side Isa na God reach send this one.
This is Papa government we are bring all the people and we dey na disaster prone area for can live upline. We get plenty safe land upline from Johnny.
My sympathy to the King's Food Production family. He said I just hope say the company go take care of them. Alfred Ture Regent Village send this.
They say that true them people here so they talk so say we no want for see any parliament we that they perform. We not they perform. So you say please when I get the interest of our salon from Sule Jabi na Congo Cross.
Let the ministry were responsible pull all them people them come out in that disaster prone area. He said that some side and he come out go tap yonder. Do ya let history not repeat itself concerned citizen.
They say people say when they work in King's Production at Kisi for always take safety precaution before they work in any dangerous area from Josephus that God reach.
This one say may the soul of the one that will die rest in peace. Do ya una where they work na that side and there una for use preventive measures for safety of lives.
You say Ebo, this community in a bad community see where they kill innocent man from Chipo, the king na Ogufam.
This was a police for the patrol day and net and that New England area there so that other person no go die again. And any other sign at Salon, Samuel Sam na Congo Cross.
They say would have been for waiting the happen to woman in Salon. Ministry of Labor, plenty union and civil society they will say they all na it's money no more. Let God help with country from concerned citizens.
This one say my sister, even if they tell them for make them go Waterloo, they go complain say lights not dead. Anyway, lights stay Waterloo, yeah?
You say people and where they live a disaster prone area simply because everyone want for staying at Freetown. for Mohammed Malama.
This one say we use the not try for that woman in picking them more. Do ya make them give the woman in picking them back? You don't tell where it is suffer with them. Michael and Godrich send this.
This is me and my team. We appreciate the way you team for the tireless efforts for the state. It's a happy and blessed weekend from Ansis Pangwana Sumalatom.
Yes.
Say Daniel Lucian, say not true, the father they talk so from Joseph Kama, that will by force.
Right.
So we used to say how una can get them convert news here. I don't know, then current news we una can give you so. Or as we go tell you.
This one say only God can save we. He say look the things the way they happen at the city for Mariama Najemata. Another one says some people so wicked, but we they think about Judgment Day. Do ya una remember we all life there. Now the world one day, therefore end. From Usman Masare Najemata Junction, Kisi.
Alright, okay, well,
okay, the final one, he said, Father, thank you for spread the good news, but to God in word. We go then live now the marathon from Lina.
Alright, okay, Father, you. Now, King's Production Salon Limited, they get one press release with the city management and staff of King's Production Salon Limited, and say them film and they want to tell the general public and all the customers. They say one of the air tank where they use for the production line at Kisi factory, it explode and we then begin for work on the 20th of April 2018. They say because of all that we happen, they say they get and they fill with 2 people that wound serious one and 1 person lost in life. The management and staff of King's Production want for tell us to all the one them with this thing touch, and particular the person we lost in life, and family them. The company don't take full responsibility for seek the best way where they will get medical attention possible for the one them we are victim by this accident, and then they join on with them family them and government authority them for let them make sure say they reach that side. Management and staff of King's Production Limited say they're grateful to the general public for their support and understanding, and they tell us as them now we water they come out of the eye and promise say all things go be well soon. Signed the management of King's Production Salon.
Right. This other one come out from one concerned student within a College of Medicine. He sent a call to the government and all stakeholders in the country, say the students in the College of Medicine and Allied Health Sciences, then go get for take the exam. But some of them students them where they on government granting aid, the provost where they still they ask the students them for pay school fee, otherwise they not go allow them for take the examination where they come inside May. These students say that serious concern were in the big for make government talk to the college so that they go look into the one we get granted need, make them go take the exams. Now so these students say, I think say we carry on with the rest of the program. Eli Africa, they say that Emerald Leadership Initiative, then they explain about some of the interventions where they don't do. One pandemic come and grant this interview here because now youth-led organization.
My name is Aliyu Terry, and me come up from an organization called Eli Africa, and me are the Assistant Communication and Information Coordinator. Eli Africa me Emerald Initiative Leadership. This organization they for advocate on issues that affect youth and children. Issues like child violence, the teenage pregnancy. So we as a young youth, young people, they will come together and say, well, this thing really affects me. So where one person step aside, where people step aside and address these issues. So now we form this organization called Eli Africa.
So when you form this organization?
Well, this organization, a baby organization, don't be formed 2 years back. Don't formed 2 years back, but it be active, but it be there under the carpet. People they not know much about because there were some limitations.
From when you form this organization, you don't get protected story?
Yes, like I say, it be there on the movement, but you know, be prepared. Yes, we don't do some outreach, some community outreach, some schools outreach, then some trainings them. But And also, we don't get some information that people that they give feedback say, well, really, like instance, we go talk on this teenage pregnancy, we find out saying some person be there, some young lady be there among these people who fall victim of this child abuse and teenage pregnancy, and he therefore come back to her and tell you say, hey, na so that happen, or na so that happen. But the problem is now we try for fetch the talk, we try for fetch the issue, but like I said, there was some limitation. We not be get lots of organizations that they pack way up. So later on, it just died out like that. But really, we don't make effort for they do some school and community outreach. We don't go like school, like girls' school, and model secondary schools and some communities them around the local areas there. We even there in the provinces like McKinney and also the advocacy training. We invite some NGO organization there for can give you some trainings them, which of course now one na Amnet, then they able, in fact now they will make the training.
Other organization they want for help now, how do we get on to it?
Alright, and if any organization they try for help we or really see say would they put effort they want help we in being the change, which of course now we motto be the change you want to see, and they will contact we on this number 076 485876.
Quick one, UMC down over 1-3 classroom block school to the people in Psycho Village. The president for the UMC conference, Bishop Johnny Ambasu, we talked to Francis Danema, but what happened?
This is history for the community. I come from one of the poorest communities, villages in this country. Until April last year, Mutoka Sepno de Canada's village, let alone talk about school. But by the special grace of God, through partner them in Norway, we're able to do this 3 classroom block. We get over 230 or 300 Pekin at this small village here. And when you take all the other villages around this community here, there are about 1,000 children who don't go to school at all. And so this is an opportunity for me and an opportunity for the community so that we young brother and sister there will begin them and we'll be able to get access to education.
Okay, people go on for ask why only now? You don't be the head of UMC, now don't build several schools in different parts of the countries, but you young village now only now school in which the people will ask why.
Yes, not true. In fact, to a point, many people they blame say, Bishop, you don't do development here, you don't care, you didn't at the north, you didn't at the east, you didn't at the south, but wait your young village. You they tell me always when I tell you about your own village, how they poor, you don't do nothing yet. But you
Okay, Father Bibili. Now, what you have for left with family or listen to you?
Well, yes, if we follow the last elections, we will finally say the 2 main candidates and then have been Catholics them, and the Catholic Church become in heavily for make way for talk to them through Radio Maria. We pray for them for make sure say the elections become very peaceful and the outcome be very, very peaceful. People that will be they follow, they will finally say na St. Luke's Parish, we bring the all two together for Thanksgiving Mass, and we will still continue for talk to them, because if the church fail for doing duty, then we will finally say many things will go wrong, because inside the Catholic Church as a big church, we get people and we inside it, and we now will rule for make we able for talk to them, for make them continue for act accordingly. So this radio day basically for that, pray for people them and bring them come together, reconcile them. Now that what they do, and how for keep the radio alive. Now Una will support the radio.
Thank you, Father.
All right. On Monday we go get for Binguna Salon. Some Salon people we don't join us with Israel for celebrate one word and say what's a legal aid board where don't engagement with people them in a different community them. We'll bring on there with more in them, and the part 2 of that illegal adoption come on Monday. Before they go, I give you the common sense. This common sense, it come out from Sayanke Bayo. It say na full man no more go test our water deep within 2 foot. So
yes, well, now make you know for see what I know what jump inside. I don't know whether I ought to call. Anyway, I also will tap the program, so we're going to meet back again next week. By the grace of God, I tell my colleague they always put on Tenki and Luciana produce the program. So we'll meet now, that must say. Bye bye.